Fellas, what's going on? Dying Food coming back at you with another video today, and today I wanted to talk about all these rumors about Modern Warfare 4 going on. Holy hell, dude, how could this be happening? I wanted to talk about this a couple of days ago, but my sub box was just absolutely flooded with videos on this topic, so I wasn't even going to do one, but I did end up tweeting out asking people if they wanted to see it, and I got some responses saying yes, so here you go, man. I hope you enjoy it. But first, as per usual, if you'd like to support the channel, then please leave a like in this video, and if you don't want to leave one now, then please wait till the end, and if you liked it, then you could leave a like then. And if you don't like it, then leave it a thumbs down, because I get those all the time too, and make sure you subscribe to stay up to date with all things Black Ops 4, as well as bringing you Call of Duty content from all titles, both current and past, and without further ado, let's get into it. So, there's a rumor going around that the next Call of Duty game in 2019 is going to be Modern Warfare 4, and this was reported by Charlie Intel, and it was also reported by Matt Harris, who I believe writes for Gaming Intel, which is kind of like Charlie Intel, but for all games, and obviously he's kind of a controversial figure in the COD community right now because he came out and leaked a bunch of stuff, and then he kind of said he was lying, but he ended up being right about it, so I don't know. In my book, I think he has somewhat proved himself, and things that he say should at least be taken a little bit seriously. Anyway, he has some sources that say that the next game is going to be MW4, and then the thing that really makes me believe it now is that Charlie Intel also said this lines up with information that Charlie Intel has heard about Infinity Ward's next Call of Duty title. So let's talk about this real quick. First of all, I'm just coming out and saying it right now, man. I'm so sick of people saying that Charlie Intel can't be trusted, man. Everything that they report on, they have their sources for. If it's a rumor, they make sure that they tell you it's a rumor. They don't report on anything unless they're almost absolutely positive that it is going to happen. You know, they came out and said Modern Warfare 2 Remastered is not going to be announced anytime soon. Just trust us, we have inside sources. And what happened? It wasn't announced. Then they came out and said there was going to be no campaign in Black Ops 4. Well, what came to be true? There's no campaign in Black Ops 4. What do you know? Then they said there was a battle royale coming to Black Ops 4, and so on and so forth. And it's been like this for years, man. They've been right about everything that they stand behind. If it's a rumor, they will tell you it's a rumor, but if they're actually reporting on something for real and putting their reputation on the line, they've never been wrong. So I just felt like I had to say that, man, because I always see so many people questioning them, and it's like, why? When have they ever really truly been wrong about something? If something's just a rumor, they tell you it's a rumor. They're clean, they're concise, they're credible, and I know people don't believe this for whatever reason, but they have inside sources, man. They just do. They're the most credible COD news source in the world. Anyway, do I believe this news? Yes, I absolutely do, man. And it's not only because Charlie Intel said it, it's because what do you think could possibly be next in store for Infinity Ward's next title? Honestly, Infinity Ward is on thin ice, period. They've been disappointing us for years and years, man. I mean, let's be real. Now, Infinite Warfare, obviously, I don't think it was a bad game, but it was just not the game that people were looking for at the time. It did not sell well at all. I wouldn't call it a flop because it still sold millions of copies, but compared to other CODs and what they were expecting to do in sales, the game flopped. Even with Modern Warfare Remastered attached to it, which in my opinion was a whole nother flop on its own, but that's a whole nother conversation. Anyway, next, COD Ghosts. Now, this might be the unpopular opinion, but I loved COD Ghosts. I really did. It was one of my favorite Call of Duties. You know, I really enjoyed a lot of the weapons in the game, most of the maps, not all the maps, because I'm not saying they were all good, but they did have some good ones in there. I thought the kill streaks were good and fun, the guard dog, the griffin, the juggernaut, Levolution, a whole new creative class system, field orders. I mean, the game had a lot of new features in it. The leaning, there was a lot of innovation in COD Ghosts, but I think the thing that ruined it for a lot of people was the way that people chose to play the game. Instead of rushing around with SMGs and stuff, a lot of people just chose to sit in bushes with thermal sights and LMGs and snipers and just ruin other people's time generally. It's really too bad because I thought it was a good game. I thought it got way worse of a rap than it deserved, and if we could have jumped forward a few years at the time that COD Ghosts was around and see what was in store for us, I think we would have cherished the game a lot more and appreciated it a lot more when it was in its prime. Really just generally a pretty sad story in my opinion when it comes to COD Ghosts, but overall the community just generally did not like the game. And finally, let's talk about MW3 just really quick. Look, I know MW3 was not a bad game, but out of all the Modern Warfare games, it definitely is the least iconic. Okay, I think we could all agree on that COD 4 and Modern Warfare 2 are much more iconic and memorable games than Modern Warfare 3. Now, this is just my opinion, and I know that our community is pretty split on this topic, so if you disagree, that's cool. Just let me know down in the comments below, but for me, I just did not enjoy Modern Warfare 3 at all. I did not think it was a good quality game at the time. Since then, going back and playing it years later, I really have changed my mind, but I really did not appreciate the game at the time, and I did not like it at the time. And a lot of people in our community felt the same way. So basically what what I'm saying is that since the new Infinity Ward formed after the original employees left in 2010, they've been 0 for 3. So what do you do? What are you supposed to do when you're 0 for 3? You can only release a game every 3 years now. This is it. You have to come back. People are pissed off at you. They don't trust you anymore. What do you do to win back their trust? You go back to the series that once was the most iconic series in the entire Call of Duty franchise. Modern Warfare. I just don't see it plausible that they could be working on any other title than Modern Warfare 4 at this point. This is the game that people have been asking for years. I remember right before Infinite Warfare got announced and revealed, any single time Infinity Ward would tweet anything, it didn't even have to do to anything with the game. If they would just tweet anything at all, every single reply was MW4, 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 please. We were like a pack of rabid dogs attacking these guys. Always just MW4, no matter what happened. It was always about, please make MW4. And people still want it. People want it so bad. COD is knocked down right now. It needs to get picked back up. I think Black Ops 4 is going to be a really good thing because of the name brand recognition, but you bring back Black Ops and you bring back Modern Warfare, that's how you get back on top, man. I don't see them doing any other thing but this. Of course, that then opens up the door to the question, what would the game have to be like? And in my opinion, I think it would have to just be simple, man. None of this fancy gimmicky shit. I know they would put supply drops in it, but no specialists, no battle royale, no headquarters, no gimmicks, no none of that stuff. It would have to be old school Modern Warfare. See, a lot of people thought that we were gonna get old school Black Ops back, like a game like Black Ops 1 or 2 with Black Ops 4, and we ended up not getting that, and people are pissed off, and kind of rightfully so. I mean, I think the game is still gonna be good, but you see what happens when people don't get what they're expecting? That's my reasoning for thinking this way. I think it would have to be more like old school COD than any other COD we've had in the past 4 or 5 years at least. So that's pretty much my thoughts on it, guys. I think that it's going to happen. I think that it's credible. I think it's logical. I think it's the thing that has to happen to save Call of Duty. And I think Activision knows that. And I think Infinity Ward knows that because they are just having a terrible time with their last few games. So I really do think this is going to be what's happening. But as always, I want to know from you guys, what do you think about this? Do you believe it? Do you think it's going to happen? And if so, how do you think the game is going to be? What would they have to have in this game to make it a success besides the name? I'm always interested to know your opinions, so let me know down in the comments below, guys. I look forward to reading your responses. Thank you so much for watching the video. If you liked it, please remember to leave a thumbs up if you would like to support the channel. A huge shout out to all my regular subscribers here. Thank you so much for all you do. You're the coolest dudes ever. If you're new around here, make sure you subscribe to the channel to stay up to date with all things Black Ops 4, as well as bringing you Call of Duty content from all titles, both current and past. Make sure you follow me on Twitter so you can know when we're going to be streaming, or in case you just want to talk about games or anything else. I'm always open for conversation. Guys, thank you so much for watching. I'll see you in the next one. Peace out.